Welcome to part 2 of my Iron Maiden songs ranked. If you haven't seen my intros ranked video, go check that out. But now we're going to talk about the last song on every album. And once again, just like the intros, a lot of these are absolute bangers and sometimes even the best song on the album. So, today we're going to talk about all those, all the ways they decide to end the records off. These ones in the bottom, I really have to wonder what on earth was going through their heads when they decided to put these goddamn songs at the end. Brave New World is a great album, and it would have been even better if they deleted this song, because this shit is not good, like, at all. It's just really lame, and even the solo section is boring. Like, they even fucked up the solo section, which I don't even know how you do that, but they did. And then that end clean section, I just can't even fathom why they would end off on this song. I really do not understand, because, yeah, this song is, like, really, really not good. Like, it shocked me. Like, I couldn't believe I put this shit under the next one. Because the X Factor's Unbeliever is not good either. But, I mean, at least it has a decent chorus. You know, All My Life I've Run Astray, that section, but that's about it. 8 minutes of just nonsense besides that. So, yeah. But at least it has one decent part instead of zero. Virtual 11 also does not end good. It begins great with Future Real, but Como Estais Amigos is not a good song. I can't even fathom, like, why would you not just close with The Klansman? That would have been such a perfect outro. It's like the epic on this album. Angel and the Gambler is not an epic. It's long, but it's the same fucking thing over and over again. At least that song is, like, actually really good, and it ends perfectly too. What the fuck is this song, man? You know, honestly, there are a couple decent songs on this record. This is not one of them. However, I can at least hear in the vocals, like, he has a little bit of passion in there, and he's, like, really trying, and it's very clear. Like, he seems to be very proud of this song, but doesn't mean I like it, though. It's just a very poor song to end the record. Once again, they should have just ended with, like, Passchendaele. That would have been way more impactful than Journeyman. Because this song is just another slow song. Why would you save the slow one for the end? I can't even imagine that. Like, the I know what I want, I'll say what I want part is okay, but otherwise it just goes on for way too long. And it does have, like, a nice string section, at least two, but other than that, just another pretty forgettable song. Yeah, Drifter is about as interesting as Killers itself, aka not very. But at least this one has some energy, unlike everything else beneath this. Like, it actually sounds like they had fun with this song instead of all the bullshit on the bottom. When the Wild Wind Blows seems to be liked more by other people than me, because, I mean, it's fine, but for 11 minutes, it doesn't do nearly as much as it should to hold my attention. Like, there's some decent riff sections, but beyond that, there's really not a whole lot. Definitely not my favorite song on the record, although it seems to be everyone else's. Yeah, To Tame a Land is also not a great outro. I mean, it's pretty far from the best song of the album. It's just kind of okay. Like, nothing really interesting happens until the bass break in the middle. Then it gets pretty solid. Like, as soon as it breaks off into that bridge or whatever you want to call it. Like the whole rest of the song is just a big solo section. So that was cool, but the first half, not so much. Alexander the Great is another one like When the Wild Wind Blows, where everyone else likes it more than I do. And that's not the last one either. But like Deja Vu is the only song I like less on this record. Like, I really wish I cared more when they finally played it live for the first time, because everyone was losing their shit. But like, I like the chorus enough. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not really a Greek mythology guy, so like, I don't really give a shit about Alex over here. Okay, boom. That was our cutoff point. Now all the rest of the songs are actually good. Well, I don't want to say the last few aren't good, but these are the ones I actively enjoy. First off, we have Iron Maiden, the last song. They're a self-titled song on their self-titled album. And honestly, it's just a decent, short little bop. Like, the intro riff is solid. I'm a Trivium fanboy. They covered this song. I very much like that version. So going back to this version, it's pretty good. But they have a lot of really good finales, as we're about to get into. Yeah, this might be a big one, but I am also not crazy on Rhyme the Ancient Mariner as everyone else. But it is still very good. It's still a very good song. I really like... There's like some pause section where they keep breaking it up. And I really like that part. My main thing is that whole break with the bass and the spoken word. That's where it like pretty much loses me. But then it has like a part 2 of that where it starts building back up with the leads, and that's where it like kind of pulls me back in. And then, you know, like the big chords and the solos are great as always. Whatever part that has like the harmonized vocals, I really like that section too. I don't know if that's the chorus or whatever that is. That was pretty neat. But yeah, I mean, as far as their 13-minute songs go, or like post 10-minute songs, definitely not one of my favorites. But I know everyone else seems to really like it. But hey, man, at least it's like number 8 or whatever the fuck this is. Only the Good Die Young is really good in context, but on its own, you know, it's a fine song. However, it's just, there's a lot better ones than this one. You know, like it has solid verses. You know, you got the singable and very true chorus. I always like the little bass lead after the solo. You know, the big slam bang finale with the Moonchild reprise. Obviously, in context, that's a lot better. But on its own, not the greatest song, but as a closer, it's still pretty good. Okay, now we're on the damn good shit. This is where the endings really do become epic. Starting with Hell on Earth, Senjutsu's outro. Sure as fuck better than the intro, man. Let me tell you what. The intro of the song itself is just really beautiful. Like the bass work. I know Steve Harris wrote the last 3 songs on this record by himself, and these are the best 3 songs on the record. I mean, maybe with the exception of like Writing on the Wall. That was a really good song. But yeah, these like a final 3, man. These 3 epics, fucking amazing. Like as usual, the verses are chugging along. The pace is just so constant, and especially for that long, man. Like the chorus, again, anytime there's like harmonized vocals, those are always really damn good. The break is solid, and then when it comes back in, when he's like love and anger, all that stuff, it just hits really hard. Just a really great way to end a record. And honestly, if they never do another record, if this was the end, I think this would be a damn good song to go out on, personally. And their longest song they have, coming in at number 5 with Empire of the Clouds from Book of Souls. This song is just damn near a masterpiece. I don't give a shit what anyone says. My man Bruce wrote this and from here, If Eternity Should Fail, which are the two best songs on the record, by himself. Are you shitting me? The best way to open and close the album out? That's incredible. I mean, The Red and the Black is a really good song too, but these two, the first and last ones, definitely the best too. Like, the piano is just beautifully sorrowful, and then it accompanies with like the clean guitars and the strings and all that shit going on. There's just so much layers, and the progression in this song is just amazing. Like, I was never too crazy about like the synchro part where it's like bum 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 bum. Like, that part's like okay, and also the like the transition to get back, like at the end of the song where before it goes back into the intro stuff, that's not really super great. However, that's also why I said damn near a masterpiece, because there are some flaws. That's why it's number 5 and not number 1. But yeah, this is a great track. It's a fucking amazing song. The fact that they put this as a single is insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, Book of Souls, fucking this song, Here to If Eternity Should Fail, and then Red in the Black. These 3 songs alone are like why this is like a top 5 Iron Maiden album. Man, apparently you scrubs don't even know about the legacy. Judging by these numbers, how many plays it has, this is disgusting. That is disgustingly low. Let me tell you guys what. After several albums with like super lackluster finales, I mean, from X Factor down to Dance to Death, like 4 albums in a row that the last song was not even good. And then this record comes along with the motherfucking legacy. It comes in with that acoustic. Very nice strummy acoustic. And then the bass comes in. It sets you up with the soft vocals. And then it pauses to play these. Does some more acoustics. And then it goes, comes in big as fuck. It's so goddamn good. It's ridiculous. And then everyone comes in and it's just a fucking massive ass song. The verses are great. The harmonized vocals, as always, are awesome. And then, it's all about that shit, bro. And those fucking acoustic chords, man. Like, the transition riff ain't great. The like that part, kind of whatever, like the halfway point. But then the solo section kicks ass. This is the best goddamn song in this album, and apparently nobody knows that except me. So get educated and listen to the goddamn legacy, because it is super fucking good. But bro, you think that was fucking good? You ever hear of this song called Mother Russia off the shitty ass No Prayer for the Dying? You know, the where Tail Gunner was like second to bottom on my openers list. And then they ended off with this shit? This motherfucking intro? Have you ever heard it in your life? Have you ever listened to Mother Russia in your life? If you have, listen to it again, bro. Because this shit is fucking a masterpiece. Those big ass leads and that clean riff afterwards with the choir. Dog, I will move to Russia right now if this is what it sounds like over there. I'll fucking move there right now. I'm packing all my shit up. We're moving to Russia. Like, by a landslide, this is the best song on this record. Verse is solid. And then the fucking intro comes back, bro. I'm not even crazy about, like, there's like a cutoff point where it kind of changes into like a completely different song. But it does come back later on. And then ending with that last line, can you be happy now that your people are free? And slowing it down with that intro reprise. God damn, this is a good ass fucking song, and man, I wish the rest of this record sounded like this, because that would be top 5 Maiden album easily. But alas, nothing else on that record is even good. I mean, Bring Your Daughter was fine. There was another song that like is kind of popular, but whatever. Mother Russia beats ass. But speaking of beating ass, man, you already know it's Fear of the Dark, baby. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. What else needs to be said about this song? It has all the sauce. It's got ketchup. It's got mustard. It's got barbecue sauce. It's even got Chick-fil-A sauce in that bitch. It's got all the sauces. Clean intro is the barbecue. The kick-ass main riff. That's our Caesar salad dressing right there. We have our kick-ass chorus. Got some French dressing in that bitch. I don't know why we're on dressings now, but the kick-ass solo section, just like every single note in this song is flawless. Like very debatably number one. Just like my openers, like these top 2 are pretty much both at number 1. Like, let's be real. Like neither one of them are better than their other ones. They're just both absolute masterpieces. And this is probably one of Nico's best performances. Like, holy shit. Like, the whole fucking song, he's just beating ass the whole time. Everyone's beating ass. It was such a great way for Bruce to go out for a little while. And the fact that the next fucking song you heard after this was Sign of the Cross was depressing. I wasn't there, but that must have been depressing. I'm sorry for all you fans that had to deal with that. I mean, Sign of the Cross is not the worst song in that record, but definitely a big goddamn downgrade from Fear of the motherfucking Dark. And if you haven't seen it, go check out the goddamn live performance when the whole crowd is singing the intro thing. But speaking of great, I mean, I shit on this album, but there ain't no shitting on the last track. Because Hallowed Be Thy Name is about as perfect as you could possibly get. Like, once again, like Fear of the Dark, every single goddamn note, every single goddamn hit, every single goddamn vocal inflection is just fucking perfect. It is a beautiful harmony of greatness. I mean, with that haunting intro, with the bells, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the amount of times they do that is actually like how many times they do that, like ring the bell to death row people. I don't know, some fun fact about that. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's really cool. The harmonies kick ass. The verses, the pause verses are awesome. Just all the riffs are great. Both times Bruce holds these notes, the time for me is running low or whatever, low, and he goes higher and shit. At the end when he says "Hallowed be thy name," holds it for a while. That shit was great. Great way for Clive Burr to go out of the band. He killed this track. Also, speaking of live performances, you guys never seen, there's like one live performance, I think this is the first time they ever played it or something, where they played it before this record even came out. So that was like the first time anyone was hearing it, and it's just as fucking good live, if not even better. This song is so good they got sued for it, because like whoever was suing them was just butt mad that their song was inferior to this one, because this one's a fucking masterpiece. I don't really like Number of the Beast that much, but this goddamn song is a pretty good exception. I mean, obviously, like Fear of the Dark, I don't really like that record. That's like the second or third worst album, but like that song, these two songs are masterpieces. And this is why I was like, dude, the Maiden closers, not as good as the Maiden intros, but they're all still really good. So anyway, that's enough rambling for me. This is the third video I'm filming today, so I'm tired. I had the same shirt on the last three videos, if you haven't noticed. So yeah, let me know what your favorite Maiden closers are, and maybe I'll do some of these for. I kind of want to do like videos like this where I'm not talking about the records themselves, but I have a shitload of ideas. It's go time on DK Media over here.